Hello, I'm Dr. Bryan Haas. I've been fortunate to be able to talk with, email with people, Skype with people all around the country. And I do phone consultations with people all over the country in different cities and states. And when I begin to talk to them, one of the first questions they ask me is, Dr. Haas, why do you do what you do? Why are you trying to help us in a different city or a different state? What's going on? And there is an answer for that. There's a reason why I do what I do. Okay, many of you have been diagnosed with a chronic condition or a chronic disease. Okay, maybe you have a thyroid condition that you've been suffering with many years. And you've been on medications and you're still suffering with the brain fog, the fatigue, the insomnia, the abdominal bloating or discomfort, the cold hands and feet, and the weight gain. You gain weight so easily and you're still suffering. You've been on medications and still have this condition. And it's now turned into a chronic condition. It's affected your quality of life. Okay? Others of you watching this video may have a severe neuropathy type of condition where, just putting on your shoes and try to attempt to walk across your floor or try to go on a hike or walk down the street is excruciating. You're in excruciating pain, or you have burning, numbness, tingling in your feet or your hands, and you're suffering. It's affected your quality of life, and I've seen that in many patients in my office and patients that I've talked to. It's devastating for you. I realize that. I've been fortunate to help a lot of people that have had peripheral neuropathy condition, idiopathic neuropathy that their doctors diagnosed with and been prescribed Neurontin or these different medications to see if they can help the neuropathy, and still suffering. Actually, the neuropathy has gotten worse. And I've been lucky and I've been fortunate to be able to help change these people's lives. Others of you have been diagnosed with, say, fibromyalgia, where you're in this chronic pain and fatigue throughout your body. You get insomnia, you can't sleep throughout the night. Maybe you've lost your job. And so the fibromyalgia is a condition that your doctors labeled you with because they don't know what's going on with you. Okay? They can't figure out what's going on with you. And some of you have a condition or disease. Some of you have been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease. Okay? We've been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, and the doctors have been prescribed the severe medications that have very harmful effects, even possible death as a result of the side effects to these medications with your autoimmune disease. And I look at that, and that's another chronic issue and chronic disease that I pay attention to and I really focus on, because you know what, folks? Several years ago, I became really sick. And again, this is the reason why I'm getting into I do what I do. I became really sick, okay? I lost about 10-15 pounds. I was chronically fatigued. I had major insomnia where I couldn't sleep at night, or even getting to sleep was difficult. I had the abdominal bloating discomfort that many of you have, okay? I had the brain fog where, I'd go and park my car at the mall and it took me half hour, 45 minutes just to find where I parked my car. And I'm a young doctor, I'm a young guy, and this was very scary to me, is having this brain fog. My short-term memory was going. I couldn't remember patients' names. I was forgetful of many simple things. Many of you have had this happen to you. And I could not function. I was somewhat depressed. I had depression, and some of you have that as well with some of the conditions you've been diagnosed with, especially the thyroid conditions. I was depressed. I was fatigued. I couldn't sleep at night. My patients asked me, Dr. Haas, what's going on with you? What's wrong with you? And I was someone prior to that ran marathons. I've run marathons. I've played football, basketball, was very athletic, working out 3 to 5 days a week, very fit, extremely fit, coaching all my kids in soccer. And over the years, in a short period of time, I became sick. I had tremendous amounts of stress in my life. My father passed away. I had marital problems. I had family problems. And all that compiled, and over a few years, I became really sick. Well, I went to several different doctors. As a matter of fact, I probably went to over 10 different doctors to figure out what was going on with me. Why was I so sick? Why did I have all these issues? And it turns out, and it finally turns out, I was finally diagnosed with an autoimmune condition. So this autoimmune condition is where my joints flare up like sausages. I have abdominal bloating discomfort. I'm in chronic pain, chronic fatigue as a result of this autoimmune disease. And the solution that the doctors gave me, the remedy, was to prescribe severe medications, heavy dosages of steroids were prescribed to me, and chemotherapy drugs. I was prescribed chemotherapy drugs for my autoimmune disease. And the side effects, the potential side effects, were liver failure, heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, even the possibility of death as a result of taking these medications. And so I did a lot of soul searching. I had to figure out, I knew that there had to be a better way to resolve my underlying autoimmune disease. And so I did extensive research on the internet. I talked to many doctors throughout the country regarding this. I read a lot of books regarding autoimmune disease and did a lot of research and figured out what was causing my autoimmune disease, what was driving my own body to attack itself. For those of you who have autoimmune disease, you know what I'm talking about, okay? And it turns out I had many different issues that were going on. Okay, I had blood sugar issues I didn't know about. Okay, I was hypoglycemic and insulin resistant. So I had blood sugar levels, instead of going like this, were spiking up really high, then dipping down way too low. I had adrenal gland problems I didn't know about. You know, I knew about the adrenal gland. I did not know that I had an adrenal gland problem. So I did the proper test to finally figure that out. I had food allergies I didn't know about. I had no idea that certain foods were causing my condition to flare up and inflame. So I had food allergies I didn't know about. I had a leaky gut issue where I had intestinal permeability issues, problems with my gut, where I had constipation, diarrhea that was causing major problems. I did another test and found out I had a parasite. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was literally just completely in shock to find out I had a parasite. That I had no idea that I had this parasite via a stool test. So I had that going on. I had all these different issues going on and this chronic fatigue. And so I had to address my blood sugar issues, my adrenal gland issues, my food sensitivity issues, my leaky gut issues that was causing part of my constipation, diarrhea. I had chronic inflammation I didn't know about. And then to top it off, I find out I have a parasite. So I had to address and deal with each one of these issues over time. Folks, it took me over a year to finally get better. And once I addressed each one of these issues, I finally regained my health. I finally regained my health. I gained back the 10, 15 pounds. I have all the energy in the world now. I can run and play with my kids. I can run 5 miles if I want to right now. I work out 3 or 5 days a week. My whole life has changed as a result of dealing with and getting to the core issues of those underlying conditions. Now, the thing is those same things that I have are the underlying factors or causes for your thyroid condition, your fibromyalgia, your peripheral neuropathy, whatever chronic condition, your autoimmune disease. Those are probably the main reasons why there are underlying factors that are contributing to your autoimmune condition, your thyroid condition, your fibromyalgia, your neuropathy, etc., your diabetic condition that's gone out of control. And these underlying reasons have not been dealt with. Simple. They have not been dealt with. Well, I'm a doctor that gets to the root cause of those underlying issues that's causing your chronic disease. And that's why I have a passion for what I do and get to the root cause of your chronic condition, whether it's fibromyalgia or diabetes or thyroid condition, neuropathy, etc. We get to the underlying root cause of your problem. Now, if I can help you, I'll let you know. With some of you, I can't help you, but will refer you to the right doctor that can help you. And all you have to do is, I offer free phone consultations to anyone that has and are suffering with any of these conditions, or any condition period that just has a chronic condition. They want to see if I'm a doctor that thinks outside the box to find out if we can help you. Simply call my office at 818-957-1217 for a free phone consultation to figure out if we can help you. Folks, I've been where you're at. I've suffered like you're suffering. I'm no longer suffering. If I can help you, I want to try to help you. Okay? My name is Dr. Bryan Haas. And then simply call the office and schedule a free phone consultation with my staff. We'll call you back and we'll schedule that. Call 818-957-1217. The main thing is, folks, do not give up hope. Do not give up hope. This is the reason why I do what I do. And I help people all around the country. I wish you the best. God bless to you. And again, call the office. My name is Dr. Bryan Haas. You have a wonderful day.